Hey, it's Sammy. On April 11th, we took 11 trades in Dow YM futures today and made 809 points. Let's take a look at how Patrick ended today. He ended with 8 wins, 2 losses, and 5 break-evens for a total of 430 ticks or points on the Dow or YM futures contract. When you trade a full contract on Dow YM, that's $5 per tick. All right, so let's take a look at his notes in his trade journal. My 2 losses came before 8 a.m. I played in the kill box again, where we had neutral data. Well, it's no shock that he found that he had those losses in what we deem a kill box. That's an area of the market where there's accumulation or buyers and sellers agree. Also notice that he said we had neutral data. That means we didn't have any data, no momentum, no sentiment or volatility, confluence or alignment. So once he figured out what he was doing, he stopped that and readjusted because he wasn't following our process, and then came back to win the day with 430 ticks. That's the power of using data and being able to say, wait a second, why did I have losers today? Take a look over to the left. You see that big pin bar. Basically, we're coming back. That was 8:30 red news. We've got only short time frame data, so we don't expect a lot of follow through. Let's see how far we can push this trade. We're going to get this trade protected by moving that stop loss up. This value area high is our target up here. Very powerful place to take profits. We're going to lock 92 points. Now notice all of that data flipped over when we bounced off that value area high. We're taking this short when we break that trend line on the bottom there. Basically, we're going to just lock in 52 points as we hit this level right here. We're still working with only short time frame data. We are pre-market open, so we're coming into 9 o'clock right now. We don't have a lot of data, but we do have some data aligned to the short side with our small time frame. Now this pink line is pivot. That's why the market is just freaking out right here. So as we bounce around right here, we're going to go ahead and lock in 43 points. Now we're starting to get some alignment. We've got most of our momentum shifting to the negative side. We're almost breaking bull support on all the time frames. We're coming back down through here towards deviation 1. We can see how all that sentiment lined up. We protect that trade. We're moving our stop loss to break even. Right when we come down to this deviation 1, this red line right here, we're going to go ahead and lock in 145 points. What we're taking here is a reversal trade. All of that data that was pointed to the short side earlier here just a few minutes ago down by that deviation 1, it's all decayed, and now we're starting to roll over to the long data. That's why we're taking this up to yesterday's close for 78 points. Most days I don't need to use trend lines, but what you can see happening here is the data is flipping and flopping both ways, giving me a lot of opportunity to take very fast trades that are only backed by short time frame data. That's why I'm locking my profits very, very aggressively at any level I see fit. You'll also see me do really aggressive trailing stops like I'm doing right here. The reason I'm trailing is because this is a very key level where the market keeps stalling. So we're going to lock 52 points. Now the market just shot up at 11 o'clock, gave a really crazy bar, but we're still holding short time frame data. So the market's rolling over right here, giving us the opportunity to go ahead and test this value area low, this open price from today, this deviation 1. There's so many things down here, 38.2 Fibonacci. We're going to take this trade, and when we get down here, we're going to lock in 131 points. Look over to the left where we locked in that trade on our first test of deviation. We bounced back up. We tested that open price. We're testing this value area low. Our data is really building quickly here for us to get in this trade right here as we're breaking deviation 1. Now I probably should have locked my profit when I'm hitting that horizontal Gann zone right there. That's a great take profit level. The low of day is really struggling. I choked this trade out by moving my stop loss to plus 15, so we got 15 points. All right, what this market is showing us, you look to the left, that's where we're in that trade. We popped back up, tested the deviation, trying to go back through. The data's growing. This is a really dicey market the last few days with all this tariff stuff, so we're going to make sure we're protecting those trades. We got that stop loss move to break even, and this trade is actually going to result in a break even. This low a day is exhausted, so I think we're probably done down here. I stuck around for about 20 more minutes because I definitely saw the market getting ready to reverse. So now you could see we lost all of that short data in the optimizer, and we got those short time frames. We're starting to roll back up. VPOC shifted down, right down by the open price. We got this long zone we've identified as we're coming up through VWAP here. So we're actually going long now for the rest of the day. The buyers are in control and moving very aggressively. We're going to trail our stop up to yesterday's close with a plus 107 points. Now we're breaking deviation 1. We're breaking value area high. There is no conflict or anything standing in the way to get up to deviation 2. We've got plenty of data growing now, really aggressively to the long side. The buyers are certainly in control right now. So we're going to trail our stop up, and we're hitting this horizontal line right here. This is a lot of points in a very quick time. This horizontal line is a GAN zone. We're going to lock in 94 points and be done for the day.